Alright, so welcome everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to your favorite show. I'm your host. On the very last position, which is the fifth position, we've got Pezcard Collection. This is evidently the worst football game or football simulator or football whatsoever game Konami put out in 2018. Like, no one literally understands what this game is about. It seems as if it's about, I don't know, like gambling or something like that. Because you have a lot of cards and then you randomly put out blah blah blah. I don't know, to be honest, so I don't want to lie to you, but for the fact of the list, and for us to have a list of 5 games Konami made this year, we had to put this game, but it did not even deserve to be on the list. So this game makes the worst game Konami have put out in 2018. And there you have it. On the 5th position, we've got PES Club Collection. Going on to the 4th position, and on the 4th position, we've got PES 2019 Mobile, or PES Mobile 2019. And I'm pretty, it would be so unfair of me to put this on the 4th position, but we saw this coming, guys. Konami put out this game, they had to change the engine. A lot of people were not happy because of the change of the engine, even though I was not against them changing the engine. But they were supposed to do a survey and supposed to look at the market, look at who plays the game, what kind of phones they use, etc. So, this game, the idea behind this game is really amazing. We've got My Club. It has funny animations. It has a sleek design. It has a sleek, menu and overlay, which Konami does not really do often, these days. So, this game is mainly about My Club. The only thing you can play in this game is My Club. And that's what makes it fall short of its glory, because Konami is supposed to broaden the game, make it much more of a mobile game that has maybe an offline career mode and stuff like that, rather than just typically making it a My Club best game. And I understand the reason why they're making it much more a My Club best game is the fact that they want microtransactions, they want everything. But honestly, I don't blame Konami as well, because they've tended to give people a lot of rewards. I, for instance, got 1,000 My Club coins. In the last 3 days, I got 1,000 My Club coins and 100,000 GP. Thank you, Konami. Very cool, Konami, for that. I approve of this message. So what I want to say is, PES Mobile 2019, it's such an amazing game. The graphics is okay if you have a high-end phone. The gameplay is so smooth and stuff like that, but it has a little bit of niggles, like for example myself, whenever I receive a message, the game lags a bit, and it just kind of makes my phone screen dim for some reason that I don't know. It has its problems, but the main reason I'm putting it on the 4th position is the fact that it is quite limited only to My Club. They have to widen up the game and include more offline modes into the game. And going on to the 3rd position, we've got the Ultimate Football Manager Simulator, PES Club Manager. The only reason why this game actually does not make it number 2 is the fact that its interface is horrible. This game's interface is the worst interface that I've seen, and Konami are doing pretty much less work based on the interface part of this game. They still have the interface from PES 2015, PES 2016, and I don't understand why they can't just improve the interface, or even just plagiarize the interface from their PES mobile game and put it into this game. But overall, this game has great offline modes, great online modes. It has great associations where you can team up with a number of people and form your own group and play different online tournaments. It has so many stuff. It has a great training system. It has a great transfer system. It has a great transfer offers. You get a lot of transfer. You can buy a player, you can customize your own formation, you can put a formation of your liking, unlike PES Mobile, where you have to buy a manager that typically has a specific formation, and you can't change the formation. You can't even shift a player's position a bit to the left or to the right. You can't do that. That's the other thing that made PES Mobile get onto the fourth position. So PES Club Manager is an ultimate amazing football simulation. The only thing that there is in this game is the only disadvantage of the game, you can't manually control your players. All you have to do is to be a great manager and let the team do the rest of everything, So you just have to fit the team with great tactics, great formations, and great gameplay. That's all you have to do, and great game planning and squad building. PES 2018. I know this, it was the most difficult part for me to make up in the list, because PES 18 was really amazing. It revolutionized the whole coming generation of football gaming, especially in Konami's football games. They brought in a slow-paced game, great graphics, great menu as well. I liked the interface of Pro Evolution Soccer 18. It was amazing. The overlays were amazing, and it was the last game of the series that has the Champions League. So yeah, it's arguably it might be number 1 or number 2, but I'll put it on number 2, and I'll explain the reason why after, when I unveil the ultimate winner of this game. So this game had a really great gameplay, it had really great graphics, it was just amazing, and the modes. They made this game so compatible with modding that you could ultimately have the greatest football simulator in one piece. So props to Konami for opening the game into an open platform where people can mod the game so much to even changing the whole game, but still remaining with that feel like this is a Pro Evolution Soccer game. So props to Konami for coming up with PES 2018. It was an amazing game. The only thing that was bad in this game, even though in retrospect it was not bad, it was the Masters League, because the Master League was not really quite different with that in Pro Evolution Soccer 2017, but they quite improved the game. They brought in different things into the game, different animations. For example, if you're about to get into a serious match, you'd see your coach motivating the guys. They would put some cutscenes and stuff, which is a very great improvement. So props to Konami and props for them for coming up with this game. It was an amazing game and we enjoyed it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Finally, the game that takes the top spot, the king of 2018, is, fortunately or unfortunately, Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. Alright, I know a lot of people might say that that's not supposed to be, but the reason why I put this game is, they honestly, yes, it has its niggles. Upon release, the game's system was broken, to be honest. The AI kept on doing the same repetitive gameplay over and over again. It kept on spamming low crosses from the flanks, etc. And also the keepers remained stuck onto the line and didn't even do anything at all. And also, what was the other thing with this game? Also, the Master League transfer system was broken, but ultimately the gameplay was amazing. they updated the gameplay from the PES 2018 one. They made it much more slower. They made the animations much more realistic. If you get tripped, your player just acts in a realistic way. Like individually, they added so many animations. And just play PES 2018 and right after that get into PES 2019. You literally understand. They brought in dynamic weather. The gameplay was amazing. They updated the gameplay from the PES 2018 one. They made it much more slower. They made the animations much more realistic. If you get tripped, your player just acts in a realistic way. Like individually, they added so many animations. And just play PES 2018 and right after that get into PES 2019. You literally understand. They brought in dynamic weather, even though they really didn't utilize it to its maximum, but you have to understand, because this is the first game in which Konami have put out dynamic weather. They brought in dynamic weather. They brought in a massive overhaul in my club. They brought in video animations in my club, whereby, for example, you have this mini interviews with a new signing or your coach. In Masters League. They brought in a great soundtrack. I love the soundtrack for PES 2019. And they also brought in, an overall change in the game. They brought in 12 new skills. They brought in a lot of licensing into the game. They brought in so many stuff. So this game evidently makes it into the top sport of the football games which Konami put out this year. So that's it for the video. Hopefully you liked. If you didn't really like, if you have your own list, feel free to share it down below in the comment section. Like, subscribe to the channel, and wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and enjoy the coming year. Hopefully Konami are gonna gift us with so many things in the coming year. We've got PES 2020, PES 2020 coming up. Hopefully it's gonna bring an overall change into Konami's approach. Hopefully they're going to change the interface, because they're really quite behind in terms of the user interface, the overlays, the menus and stuff. And hopefully they're going to bring in a polished and well-finished game, other than what they did with PES 2019. So that was it for the video. Have a great year and see you in the next video. Take care.